Welcome in and thanks for joining us for the WHHI Daily News, where we try to bring you more Lowcountry news more often. I'm Bob Stevens. We begin with a bit of a surprise. Bluffton Police Chief Stephanie Price has resigned just 22 months after she became Bluffton's first woman chief of police. Town manager Stephen Steese praised Price's mental health and wellness program, but did not offer any other details on her resignation, instead focusing on the future by naming Captain Scott Chandler interim chief. You might remember that name. Chandler was also interim chief before Price was hired away from the Savannah PD. Steese says Bluffton is looking for a chief who values community involvement to lead the department of 60 officers and 15 civilians. The State House of Representatives scheduled to take up an abortion bill in 2 weeks that would ban all abortions in the state except those to save the life of the mother. The Judiciary Committee voted 13-7 to advance the bill to the House floor, though 5 members of that committee did not vote, likely hoping for more exceptions to the near total ban. The House goes back in session August 30th, the Senate to follow after Labor Day. Exceptions for rape and incest are in the current law and are expected to come up during floor debate. The State Health Department is finally issuing its school COVID guidelines, saying there will be no quarantining of students or teachers as long as there are no active outbreaks. The newest set of rules does say that those who are sick with COVID or test positive must stay home for 5 days, but leaves school districts to make the decisions for individual schools. DHEC is still encouraging vaccinations. And that seafood and fruit and vegetable stand alongside Highway 278 under the Bluffton Parkway flyover will be gone by Labor Day, evicted for breaching its contract with the county that actually ended way back in 2020. The stand was allowed to stay open during the COVID crisis. Owner Wesley Campbell didn't pay any rent for the location he's operated since 1980, which is owned by Beaufort County. Judge Angela McCall Tanner noted the community support for the stand, but said the law is not necessarily on your side. For more information on these and other Lowcountry sources, we invite you to visit the sources listed here on your screen. Time to talk a little sports, getting ready for high school football. It really starts to get serious this weekend. Justin Jarrett has more.
Hey, Loco sports fans and WHHI viewers, things are picking up by the day, so it's time for a little quicker pace here on Last Night in the Loco on WHHI, powered by Lowcosports.com. Let's start on the volleyball court, where Hilton Head High setter McKenna Mason won't have her big decision hanging over her head for her senior season with the Seahawks, after Mason committed this weekend to continue her career at Rider University in New Jersey. Congrats, McKenna. Check out my feature on her in a recent issue of Hilton Head Monthly. We also had some hoops news over the past few days, as Port Royal's Ryle Owens signed his second pro contract and will take his skills to North Macedonia this season to play for KK Pallister. Owens was slept on in high school and played JUCO ball before finishing up at D2 Young Harris, but he got a shot last season in Georgia, the one in Eastern Europe, and averaged 13.3 points and 4.4 rebounds for TSU. And Whale Branch has a new boys basketball coach, introducing former Wade Hampton star Anton Wade as the man to replace Jim Raymond. Wade was a student assistant at USC Aiken for several years, and most recently an assistant at Midland Valley High School. He comes highly recommended and inherits a strong program with a bright future. Don't worry, more high school football news is coming, and you can find plenty of coverage at Lowcosports.com. I'm Justin Jarrett. Until next time, go Loco.
Thanks, Justin. As we get closer to the Friday night football, a little more interested in how that evening weather is going to look. Maria Soden, what are we looking at headed toward the weekend?
Thanks, Bob. All right, so taking a look ahead, Thursday is going to be sunny in the morning with scattered showers and thunder showers throughout the afternoon. And then come the evening, we are going to see some thunderstorms roll throughout the night. Hilton Head's going to have a high of 81, a low of 74. Bluff is going to have a high of 80 and a low of 73. And Beaufort's going to have a high of 80 and a low of 72. The sunrise for Thursday is going to be at 6:49 and sunset's going to be at 8:04. Taking a look at the beach tides, low tide is going to be at 9:52 a.m. and high tide is going to be at 2:58 p.m. Taking a look into the weekend, Friday, it is going to be sunny in the morning, but then we are going to see heavy thunder showers throughout the afternoon, but it should clear up by the evening, so if you're headed to any games on Friday, you should be good. Highs are going to be in the 80s, lows in the 70s. Saturday is going to be partly cloudy with possible thunder showers throughout the day. Highs in the 80s, lows in the 70s. And then come Sunday, it's going to be partly cloudy with scattered thunder showers throughout the day with highs in the 80s and lows in the 70s. That's it for today. Let's head it back to the desk.
Thanks, Maria. When we come back, a jam-packed show where we are going to talk with Bluffton Middle School's principal. We're also going to talk about mortgage rates, and we're going to hear from some cheerleaders as well as we continue right here on the WHHI Daily News.